Sri Tathagata Satpathy.
Thank you, sir. Sir, first of all, I pray for the souls of the departed 10 plus 76 CRPF and paramilitary forces who have laid their lives for giving us the convenience to sit in this house today and speak sometimes relevant and sometimes quite irrelevant things. I also pay homage to two brave Oriya CRPF men, Jogeshwar Naik of Mayurbhanj and Hushikesh Malik of Jajpur, who have laid their lives for the country. Sir, the Home Minister has decided to walk away when you took the seat, but the despondency, the uncertainty, the tentativeness, the hesitation that was so palpably visible on his face shows that it is not a question of united Andhra or Telangana, or it is not a question of intellectual arrogance, but it is a question of a divided political entity that people wish to call the UPA 2, that is creating a major part of the problem for this country today. Sir, I personally feel whether it is the Congress or the BJP, they are two sides of the same coin. They have both had long stints of power at the center, and they have both decided, had decided, are deciding, and will decide probably in the future, which will be a misfortune for this country, the fate of this country. While saying this, I also must say, we must express our deep regret at the intellectuals of this country who have decided to divide the country into two sets of mindsets which became visible after the Bombay terror attacks. One was the CST mentality and the other was the Taj Trident mentality. It is very surprising that when the person who dies is from a poor family, is a farmer's son, is a soldier's son, is a laborer's son, our concern is minimal. We just wish to talk about it. We just enjoy blaming each other, but we do not wish to come to simple, hard facts on how we wish to deal with this problem. Sir, in my constituency in Orissa, a constituency called Henkanal, I have about 7 districts which have been declared as Maoist infected. I wish to draw a dividing line between these two words of Naxalites and Maoists. Sir, I believe Naxalites had a political target, they had an economic agenda, they were feeling for the poor, the downtrodden, and Naxalbari being their place of birth gave them the name of Naxalites. But today's Maoists, I can, on a blanket, I can call them lumpen elements, I can call them anti-socials who have decided to build themselves into gangs of brigands. And they have brought about such a situation that we are all compelled to be in a state of fear from these people. One of our senior colleagues was speaking earlier today, and he was mentioning that we who come from areas where Maoists have affected our constituencies, we are actually living there. We are actually part of the day-to-day activities. It is not some intellectual male or female who sits in Delhi or Bombay and says, oh, Dantewada is like Luxembourg and Vienna. It is not like that. It is either Luxembourg or Vienna, It is there and it is part of our daily breath, our daily water, our daily food. We are right there. And it is unfortunate that people in this country still have decided to maintain this dual mindset. Sir, for the government, for any government for that matter, the civilian's life, safeguarding it, is of prime importance. And today, when we lose a soldier, or for that matter, any Indian national, it is a matter of great concern for all of us. Therefore, I would assert that the government of Orissa, that my party, Biju Janata Dal, that my leader, Naveen Patnaik, and all of us today who live in Orissa, any conscious citizen of the state, and I'm sure of the nation, is concerned that what is this happening? Why is the Home Minister so beleaguered? What is the problem in that party? Why are we putting up such a public show of disunity that is damaging the fight against anti-social elements, anti-civil society elements? It is not a question of an individual.
Yes.
Sir, I just started.
No, the time is over, but you can take 1 more minute. Okay, thank you, Tathagata. You can take 1 more minute, I say. Now, please cooperate. You know, each party is allowed time. You know the time allotted to your party. I said that you can finish in 1 minute, Tathagata.
Not be able to finish in 1 minute. I come from an affected area and I have heard people. I have heard people from the treasury benches talking absolute politics.
Tathagata, please try to wind up your speech. No, I want you to speak, please. Please take your seat. Tathagata, please wind up your speech. I am to say there are 13 more speakers and the minister has to reply. Please cooperate with the chair, please.
Sir, at this stage, I feel that dialogue is still an option that we must keep open. We must never close the door for dialogue in any civil society, in any government. Dialogue with insurgents or dialogue with those who oppose civil society must be an open element forever. We must never close that door. Also, anyone talking that poverty is the reason or non-development is the reason for the expansion of Maoists, or that if they are supporting Maoist activity, they should be labeled as antisocials. Because I feel destruction of schools, hospitals, roads, felling of trees can never be a mindset of a pro-development group of people. On the other hand, we also, all of us are aware that our forces are not only demotivated, disinterested and indisciplined, but they are also a group of people who are not at all trained to handle this kind of insurgency. So we need proper training. I remember in 2006, about 37 top Maoist leaders were holding a presidium meeting in Andhra Pradesh. The Andhra government's greyhounds had encircled them and could have very easily eliminated them. But the then Home Minister, the poor gentleman, was thrown out of his job because he didn't like dirty clothes, I guess. So he changed his clothes many times. He, at someone's behest, withdrew the greyhounds from attacking the presidium meeting. And today we are reaping the result of that action or inaction. Sir, I would like to specifically focus that fighting the common cadre of the Maoists will be a very difficult job because they are entrenched in their own territory. They know every tree, they know every boulder, they know every stone. What the question now is, do we have the intelligence, do we have the wherewithals, do we have the ability to pinpoint their leaders, and can we knock out their leaders? If we can do that, then only we can claim a certain amount of success in our battle against this menace.
Rank and Rank and file is willing to come back. You know, they are not hard.
Yes, yes, yes.